lately I've noticed myself having a lot of conversations with people about what it means to rest. It's been a prominent aspect of exploration in the programs that I've been running with Power Reclamation. And it's a really interesting phenomenon because I think we live in a world and we live in a culture that is so driven by achieving and doing and being busy. And actually, sometimes there's a badge of honor of how busy we actually are. But deep down, in order to access the fullness of our own wisdom and to be guided by our intuition and to regulate ourselves in a world where there's so much chaos and so much intensity, really, we need to know how to rest. And I think from my perspective, resting is really about regulating our nervous system. It's about tracking our mind and understanding when our mind is just taking us on a ride because of fear, because of our conditioning, maybe even unresolved trauma. So resting is such a deep and powerful practice. And the definition of that is obviously unique to all of us. But I think ultimately what I'm finding is that in the program that I ran last month, it's called Traversing the Initiate's Path. It's a 30-day program where collectively we're basically practicing power reclamation through slowing down. And each one of us meditated for 30 minutes a day, and then we gathered once a week and we talked about our experience. And really, I think probably one of the biggest highlights for me was seeing the group give each other reflections that felt like it was sort of a piece of medicine, that one person's share would become another person's piece of medicine for the next week. And there's a way that there was so much mutual support. So I was incredibly moved by that. And then also, honestly, sitting for the 30 minutes a day, I can get really lazy. I mean, I have a meditation practice, but I easily can skip a day or here or there. And I didn't. I missed one day, but I went all the way through. And what I discovered was in that sitting for 30 minutes, I was able to operate, I mean, almost like a Jedi. Like I felt myself feeling things before they were about to happen. I felt myself getting highly triggered, which of course we all do. But I would find a way to just stay with it. There was like a staying power. And in that staying and resting, I actually had a new way I had a new way to respond to the situation, which as a longtime practitioner, it's like I intellectually know this, but I really got an immersion in that again. And I can't think of anything more powerful as leaders for us to learn how to rest into our immediate experience and then move once we've come into a place of rest, once we've come into a place of allowing things to be the way that they are, even when we really fucking hate it. So I just wanted to share my journey around it. And also, if you find yourself in a transition or you find yourself knowing that if you were sitting or in some kind of meditation practice, that your life would be smoother in some way, there would be more access to you being able to move through your own wisdom, I invite you to join us again. We're meeting starting on February 27th. So it'll be every Sunday for 5 weeks. We'll have a kickoff meeting, and then we'll have 4 weeks of check-in. And in that time, you'll be sitting for 30 minutes a day on your own. So I've also just today spontaneously recorded a meditation on rest, and I speak to some of this in a way to help us kind of repattern our subconscious mind around how we relate to rest. So if you're interested, the link is in the notes, and would love to welcome any of you that feel called to bring your wisdom, to be seen, to take time to actually turn towards the power of who you are. So hope to see you and engage with you, whether it's here in a future time together.